Number 15, Michaela Elford. And on the substitutes bench, we have number 34, Kaylee Dawson, and number 38, Hayley Crow. And for OVA, we have number 1, Taya Hall, number 3, Zoe Lambert-Williams, number 6, Thalia Rikiti, number 9, Lisa Fraser, number 13, Lara Jones, number 15, Ruby Costello, number 21, Lily O'Callaghan, number 25, Anne Buchanan, number 38, Brooke Wallace, number 39, Bridie Hall, and number 41, Amy Larson. And on the substitutes bench for OVA, we have number 5, Natalia Hanks, number 19, Olivia Brooks-Young, number 28, Imogen Retty, and number 44, Piper Richards.
Well, you're good to go whenever you want to start a show or anything like that.
All right, no
I know it
worries.
might be a bit early. It's about 5 to or something.
Yeah, I don't really have a preamble, so I'd probably be
Nah, it's all
just before the kick-off, to be honest.
Nah, too easy, too easy.
And we bid you good morning from Scully Park. We're just a couple of minutes away now from kick-off in finals weekend in the UNE Regional Super League. I'm Daniel Herrera, your commentator for this one. First women's semi-final coming right up. Lake Cat IFC versus OVA Oxley Vale Attunga. We just got the coin toss in the middle now. Respective captains are Olivia Mara and looks like Ruby Costello. And it appears the call has gone with the former, Mara, so I believe she's decided that Raiders will kick off first. 6 big games over 2 days. Semi-finals for the men's and women today. Finals tomorrow afternoon and into the evening. And the winner of this one will play the winner of the semi-final, which is coming up straight after Macleay Valley Rangers versus local side Tamworth FC in the other women's semi-final. Pitch looks in great condition this morning. It's a bit muggy, so fatigue will be a factor, especially given that we have got potentially 180 minutes of football, if not more, for the team which makes it through to the final tomorrow afternoon. So Lake Cathie in their predominantly white kit from left to right on your screen to get us underway. Opening semi-final, inaugural UNE Regional Super League. We will decide the champions in the regions in Northern New South Wales football for 2025. Raiders on the attack immediately. Zaya Hall just throws a foot at it to block the opening shot. Just a sighter at the moment. No nonsense clearance from Lambert Williams. They trying to use a bit of width here. And Attunga go long, trying to release the speed of Wallace. Back for Buchan. Now with O'Callaghan, tries to slide it down the sideline. It was a big ricochet there. I think that was actually Wallace into the midriff for Buchan. She's shaking it off. And try and catch him out with a throw down the line. Not a bit at the moment. That will be a free kick. Rouge just hacked there in the ankles by Costello. No malice, just a mistimed challenge. Elford goes long from the free kick. And the press coming in from Rouge, not letting Lambert Williams out there. Now she gets something of a clearance. This is Elford. Dawson. The defensive pressure being applied up front by Rouge. Alford now try and come back inside. They've turned this one over only momentarily. Dawson tries to bring it into the middle. Mara making a nuisance of herself now. Mara, although nowhere to go. Does well to hold it up, but needs an outlet. Almost found it, just a slightly heavy touch from Path allowed the OVA defence to nip in and win that one back. Goes short and the press comes in. Hardesty chasing, wins it. And it's Hardesty again for the Raiders. That's a nice touch from Franklin, gets herself free and in the area, and there's the square ball and the shot. It's blocked at the first attempt, it's turned in at the second on the rebound. Rouge with the opening goal. Lake Cathie lead 1-0. So Hall did well at the first attempt to try and block that one, but they were queuing up on the edge of the goal area, the Raiders. They have an early lead. Callahan tries to go up the line, just left Wallace a little bit too much to do. Mara makes good use of her body and then shakes off the challenge and released Hardesty, but foul's been awarded. Fraser copping the foul. And that whistle would have been a relieving sound for the OVA defence because Hardesty was away. So Hall goes long with the free kick. Finlay Harry with the gloves on for Lake Cat IFC. Lumps it long again. This is Dawson. Buchan makes good use of the body. And Callahan dispossessed. This is Rouge. Got options ahead of her. Franklin manages to stab it in the area. It was for the benefit of Path, but they got numbers back in time, OVA. Scrambled, and flag has gone up. I reckon Wallace was just a step on the Lake Cat side of halfway as that ball was played through. Still Path. Taken off her now by Hall. Path might have won it back here. Needs an outlet. Hall snatches it off her. Buchan flicks. Oh, sorry, that was a Callahan to Buchan rather. This is Buchan again. Still Buchan tries to get it across. She'll get a second bite here, Buchan. It's Wallace on a run, tries to come back inside. Dawson makes the intervention and they bring an end to that. This is Path. Nice ball across the park and the slide rule pass. Mara's in behind. She's just got the keeper to beat. Can she finish? She sure can, and Olivia Mara doubles the lead for Lake Cat. Clinical in attack there, the Raiders. And the reward is a second goal in just the 7th minute. Dawson, I think we're going to play on for the moment. No, we do. We're going to try and play on. We've got the free kick eventually. And now they try and get Mara in behind again. Hall gets to it first. That's just as well, because she had Franklin bearing down on her as well. Dawson left it behind. Fancy footwork from Wallace. Buchan goes up the line. Just left Wallace a little too much to do there. Bobolak doing the big turn, but has turned it over. Costello plays one central. Fraser is there to meet it. Couldn't thread it through the traffic. Rouge now, wide right for the Raiders. This is Buchan. It's being kept in, now it's out of play. Little chat there between the referee and Alford, who's on the ball now. I'm sure what that was about, to be honest. But it all seemed to be quite jovial. Nice short pass, it just breaks down. They buck and will try and use the width. We've barely seen the ball on the far side of Scully Park at the moment. Lara Jones has run down pretty quickly there. And they'll get the shy now, OVA. Hall wakes it back up the park, but not too far. Cathie come on the attack again. Paff just misplaced the ball. O'Callaghan able to get it across to Jones, who tries to take him on, but then looks for support and gives it up. And here come the Raiders again. Touch from Rouge is going to leave Mara a little bit to do, a little bit too much to do. And it'll be a goal kick to the ladies in red. Larson tries to turn out. Brown takes it on the chest and then receives again. Brown, they try and use the width of Scully Park. Mara showing a good turn of pace there to run that one down, but she'll need an outlet here. Hemmed in at the moment. Trying to take them all on, does get the ball across. It's met by Hall. Danger not averted yet. Brown is in relative nosebleed territory for the centre half. She's in the opposite penalty area, or just about. She might have a second go at it here. She does get a shot away, but just had to reach for it. Easy pickings for Teo Hall, rather. Hardesty looks back. Hardesty again inside for Path. Now with Bobolak wearing 6 and playing the 6th position. Looks like they're set up with 1-6 like Cathie. OVA might try and break here, but Rouge got in the way of it. Defending all over the park is Rouge. That will be a free kick. Dawson felled by Wallace. Not much in it, but just enough. As we said, the winner of this one will face the winner of Macleay Valley versus Tamworth FC. That one's coming up after this game. 12:15 kick-off for the second women's semi-final. Free kick is floated in, bounces dangerously in front of the keeper, and a little nod on from Para, and then Hall had to throw a body at it. Makes the stop. It will be the first corner of the game. And it will be Evie Bobolak who's on corner duty for the Raiders. Goes in edge of the goal area, beats everyone on the way through. Lambert Williams makes the clearance. Brown all the way back to Harry, who hasn't had a touch for a while, has Harry? Out to Elford. Dawson has to cut in. Buchan trying to win it back, but now she does, and they try and go quickly. And Harry reads it well. It's nice to go long as an awkward one. Franklin is able to run onto it and run at the defence now. Sent Rouge a little wider than she'd like, but Rouge has been able to reach this one. Back inside for Paff. Tries to stab it through for Mara. He's forced out of the area and forced off the ball. Barkin stabs it to Wallace. He's going to go on a little run here. Elford meets it first. One back, though, by Wallace. Chance for OVA to break here. They've got 4 forward, but numbers are back for Lake Cathie, and Elford makes the clearance. Wins the throw as well. Must have taken a touch on the way out. No, it is going the way of OVA. Now Wallace resumes that battle with Dawson. Buchan goes for the switch of play. And it's not worked out for them. Hardesty now. All does well. And Bridie Hall snuffs that out. And Franklin. Still Franklin. Tries her luck from distance, and it wasn't too far away. Had to think about that for a sec. I saw the net ripple, but just took the stanchion on the wrong side. Worth a try. Gone past the quarter hour mark. Still Raiders 2 to the good. Opening goal for Natasha Rouge, and then followed up a few minutes later by Olivia Mara. So that's how we got here. This is Franklin. And that's going to go in as well. Make that 3-0 for the Raiders. So back underway now, Dawson. And Paff. That's a great ball through. Mara couldn't get herself free. Hardesty has found Rouge, just needed the first touch. Goal kick straight out to Rouge, who has a ping. May as well have. So Rouge comes back to Bobolak. Rouge again. Bobolak. Oh, just weren't quite on the same wavelength. The idea was right. The execution was just slightly off. How do they solve this goal kicking problem? Rouge had a lash at it. And you see the high press again. Rouge wins it back. It's not a bad cutback. It was met by Fraser. I'll try and recycle here. This is Bobolak. They're dealing with that. Hardesty tries to win it back and does. And Hardesty on the ball now, facing forward. Trying to slide it through. Fraser gets rid of the danger. Franklin manages to keep possession. Back to Paff. Worked out all right for Paff in the end. This is Elford. Slides it to Dawson. Tries to float one over. It ricochets off Wallace. They'll keep it alive here. Point blank save from Hall. Out to Jones. He's only got one to aim at. He finds Costello. They've got a bit of work to do still. This is Brown. Shifts it to Elford. Straight up the middle. Trying to find the run of Mara. She just lost the foot race to Hall. Bobolak. That's a Paff. Bobolak continues the run. She almost looked cutting herself now with Rouge. Comes back to Franklin. Still Franklin. Back stick is a call. She tried to go there. It almost wrong-footed Hall, who recovered. And with Rackety. Tries the big switcher play. Dawson with it now for the Raiders. Franklin. Rackety gets body position, but now Hardesty again. They've given it away here. Bobolack out to Murphy Waters. Lake Cathie just trying to regain control of possession here and work it from coast to coast. Dawson now. Now they've got to try and force the issue, and Fraser does well in defence. Brown gets almost a knee on it, wasn't it? It was slightly unconventional. Paff. Elford. Dawson. It's a nice turn. And that's an important touch from Lambert Williams. They come again, Lake Cathie. Brown, who is getting forward again. She tries from distance, and Hall is able to just watch that go past the outside of that post. So Raiders just trying to be a little more patient here. Brown has to come out of that back four to meet it, but does. Murphy Waters, the left back. Hall was on the end of that. Hardesty. Franklin. The tangle of bodies here, and the free kick goes the way of the Raiders. Not a bad free kick. He's got it. A touch there, blocked. And rifled through. I think it's going to be offside. I don't think it was quite out of play just yet. That was all a little bit frantic, and change coming here. Piper Richards into this one in exchange for Zoe Lambert-Williams. Franklin just slides it that wide, and it's Franklin again. This time she goes aerial. It's off the head of Rouge. Mara almost got behind. This is Fraser out to Rackety. Tries to go up the line, just leaves a little bit too much to do for a winger. Lake Cathie defence able to deal with it. Dawson. Elford. This is Buchan. Turns and tries to go quickly. Murphy Waters met it. Tries to send Hardesty on a run. She was bearing down on Hall. Rackety can't quite keep it in. There's Brown. Has to go short to Hardesty now with Franklin. Bobolak. Looking to release Rouge. She's dropped it right in front of her, Rouge, and there was just the slightest of touches from Wallace to put her off. And an important intervention there. Mara with back to goal. Bobolak, I think, has come for it. She's got quite a few to beat. She'll win a corner. Got something out of it. Of course, having won the corner, Evie Bobolak will be charged with delivering the corner. Floats it in edge of the goal area off the head of Franklin. Wasn't coming down in time. Go long with the goal kick this time, OVA. Elford to Harry to Brown. Murphy Waters. Hardesty. Leaves Brown a little bit to do. Had to be out quickly to it. It goes on a run. I think she was aiming for Mara, but just put it behind her. Franklin. And Wallace chips it over. It's worked out pretty well there, Buchan. Just looking for O'Callaghan. So it looks like there's been a whole scale reorganisation of that left-hand side for OVA since the change. There's Buchan. So it looks like Piper Richards has gone into one of the centre-back positions, which is pretty much like for like with Lambert Williams, but just wonder if O'Callaghan has been sent forward. That's Buchan, tries to sweep it to a target in the middle of the park. Bobolak. Slides one in behind. Just a little bit too far ahead for Mara. Richards makes the tackle, manages to keep it in, mainly for the benefit of Bobolak though. And that ball bobbles around before she brings it under control. Elford looks to switch a play, and it does make it through to Murphy Waters, who takes a touch and goes forward and goes from distance again, and it flashes past the post. Fraser tries to help it on its way. This is Rouge. Not a whole lot of width for Lake Cathie at the moment. Rouge makes a tackle there. It's Wallace that got another foot in. The throw will go to the Raiders. Murphy Waters in a bit of space, able to turn and look forward and send Hardesty on her way. Indiana Hardesty prods it back inside, but it's stolen. Richards has gone on an amazing run, and that's a good ball for O'Callaghan as well. And she's in behind O'Callaghan. She's got just the keeper to beat, and she does, but she just puts it wrong side of the post. It wasn't too far away at all. Harry has done just enough. And I think the defensive recovery coming in as well. And for now, Lake Cathie remain unbreached in defence. That was the best chance yet for OVA though. Richards, Rackety. She was trying to send Jones on her way. So there has been a definite change there. They've swapped O'Callaghan and Wallace. O'Callaghan now in that left wing position and Wallace back at left back. At right back still for Lake Cathie is Kaylee Dawson, who's on the ball now. Not for long. Buchan won it. Loses a contest with the touchline though. Rouge gets around her marker. It was Buchan, who's on the ball now, trying to work the tight spaces. Doesn't come off. Brown. They tried to go quickly, did Lake Cathie. OVA try and break quickly here. Murphy Waters has got body position. She's able to shepherd it out of play. Hardesty. Brown. Bobolak. A little bit of work to do. Does it well. Great composure now. Bobolak is able to get front foot and go on a bit of a run, and then the touch from Hall, it was that got in the way of that. Had to come out of the line to do it. High risk, high reward. Now it was almost Mara in behind again. Scored the second of 3 goals thus far for Lake Cathie. Did Olivia Mara. Buchan. Mara has to look back this time. Franklin. She's got a couple on her outside. It's Rouge, who's in a much deeper position than we're used to. Tries to float one into the area. It's a little bit too close to Taya Hall. He's able to glove that one comfortably. Fraser. Larson, who has been leading the line for OVA. Elford, and given the space and takes the space. And Richards gets in the way of it, and she continues the run. She might have just straight offside. She's back on now. Buchan pulls the trigger. Just leaves O'Callaghan a little wrong-footed. So we're into the final 5 minutes, plus whatever stoppage time we do have in this opening half. First of 12 halves of football, at least, over the next 2 days at Scully Park. The Clay Valley Rangers versus Tamworth FC in the other women's semi-final coming up after this one. And their final tomorrow afternoon, and Buchan does draw the foul. I think she played for it. I think the call from the referee was it needed to be a little bit more shoulder to shoulder. That was more in the back, wasn't it? It's some wily play there from Anne Buchan. The free kick is floated towards the edge of the area, but it's met by Elford. OVA have numbers back at the moment. We've got a free kick. I think it's for much the same. So the free kick goes the other way this time. Really root one with a free kick. Hall spilt it and then regathers. Got to try and keep Lake Cathie out before the break. Almost making a break was O'Callaghan. This Buchan. Oh, just spins out of play for her. I thought she was away as well. That attacking threat is starting to look a bit more potent for OVA. If they could pinch one before the break, that would really change the complexion of this match as it stands. You'd have to say Lake Cathie have 1 foot in the door of the UNE Regional Super League final. There's just a little bit misdirected on the ball there from Franklin. She had a couple to aim at. Now it's fallen kindly for Dawson. She's going to have to cut this one back. Snaffle by Hall. Taya Hall, that is. And a Bridie Hall in that centre of the back four for OVA as well. In fact, that's her right now. Didn't get the greatest bounce, but recovers out to Rackety. Jones back inside. Larson. They're trying to put O'Callaghan in behind again. Seems to be the avenue for OVA at the moment. But they've got to be careful they don't get hit on the break. Richards is stout in defence and she's come on now. It's Piper Richards again. This might be the move. This is O'Callaghan. Flag goes up though. Can't have been much in it. But O'Callaghan was offside. Tell you what, that must have been very close. It's just about in line with our camera. So we'll be able to check. I think the AR did get it right. This is Bobolak. Mara. Alford back to Harry. Press comes in. It's Piper Richards leading the press. She came on as a centre half. She's not playing at that at the moment. They might be left a little short at the back here. Oh, just that little second touch that Paf had to take made the difference there. Murphy Waters with a good turn. That'll be the last action of the opening stanza. Lake Cathie off to a lightning start. 2 goals in the first 10 minutes and added a third from long range. I think it was Gemma Murphy Waters. So score at the break, half-time in the first semi-final in the women's section of the UNE Regional Super League. It's Lake Cathie FC 3, Oxley Vale Attunga 0.
All right, at half-time in our first Women's Regional Super League semi-final, the score is Lake Cathie 3, Oxley Vale Attunga 0.
At UNE, we've designed study around real life. Yours. Sure, learning can happen in classrooms, but it happens outside of them too. In moments and places where things just click. On campus or online, it's where you'll find your people, your passion. The place where study actually fits your life. Because UNE puts you.
Why do you think I need to retire? Oh, good. Yeah. 73. Oh, really?
Put it on top.
Like off the half time.
I just won't have any panning ability, that's all. I mean, we give it a shot, yeah. All right, if you want, yeah. What's the time diff between this game and the next one?
At UNE, we've designed study around real life. Yours. Sure, learning can happen in classrooms, but it happens outside of them too. In moments and places where things just click. On campus or online, it's where you'll find your people, your passion. The place where study actually fits your life. Because UNE puts you at the centre. At UNE, we've designed study around real life. Yours. Sure, learning can happen in classrooms, but it happens outside of them too. In moments and places where things just click. On campus or online, it's where you'll find your people, your passion. The place where study actually fits your life. Because UNE puts you at the centre.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Yeah, I'm sure Greg has stepped down. Oh, does he? Yeah. Did David play? Did he? Does he still play his instruments? Oh. Yeah, okay, yeah, wow. Yeah. Oh,
Players are back out on the pitch. Second half is about to get underway now. Opening semi-final in the women's section of the UNE Regional Super League. It's Lake Cathie FC in a commanding position as we start the second stanza. They lead Oxley Vale Attunga 3-0. OVA not without their opportunity. Some half chances, we'll call them. And as that opening half wore on, if they get an early goal in this half, it might make things interesting. Keep an eye out for any half-time changes. They don't look to have been. And here's a scan who's gone out onto the pitch, but we'll try and figure that out as we go. We're underway in the second half. This is Dawson, Lake Cathie. Meant by Costello. We do have at least one change because I see Imogen Retty is on now for OVA. It's Lake Cathie on the attack again, but that's stolen by Jones. They've left her Callahan up front. She started at left back for OVA. She's playing left wing, but has really been leading the line. This is Hardesty cutting in off the left wing for Lake Cathie. Now back with Bobolak. Try and shift it wide, but Larson blocked the passing lane. This is Dawson. So it looks like Lake Cathie are, as they ended the first half, to the letter. They're all lining up in the same positions as well. Harry with the gloves on. Swings it out towards Murphy Waters, who's in a bit of space. There's Murphy Waters. Picks out Hardesty. She has to cut back inside and whip it all the way across. Dawson now. Goes short to Franklin. He was combining with Rouge. Now OVA are able to clear that one, and Dawson is hemmed in here and has turned it over under pressure. O'Callaghan, well defended by Elford. Harry smacks it back up the middle. This is Mara, the captain of the Raiders, and Bobolak takes the space that she's been given and tries to slide Mara in behind. I just wonder if she was onside or not. Flag does stay down. Was met by Hall. Buchan is in a battle with Rouge. Murphy Waters comes inside and almost beats Reddy, but she tracked the run. I reckon it must be Talia Rackety that Imogen Reddy has come on for. Haven't seen her out there, and she was playing it right back. Elford, one of the centre backs for Lake Cathie, has a bit to do, and there's just a no-nonsense clearance. There were 4 on the bench for OVA, so they've got numbers. And just thinking the way the conditions have been this weekend, with 2 games in as many days for the finalists, it's going to be interesting to see how they manage workload. Dawson just prods that out of play. Of course, the first objective is to get to the final, so depending on what the score's looking like at 60-odd minutes, and you might just have to live for the now. And this is a threat there. Just enough of a touch there from Richards as Franklin bore down on her, but they're still on the run here. Was Mara onside? No, she wasn't. Flag goes up. Looked like she was at least a couple of steps wrong side of the second last defender. And so it proved to be that she was pulled back for that. And Fraser could be in behind here if she can get a touch. Brown gets the foot in. Concedes the corner, but it could have been much worse. Of course, Macleay Valley Rangers versus Tamworth FC coming up at 12:15. That's the next game on the program. I can see the Rangers squad just off to my right. It's down here at Scully Park. Corner's coming near post. Brown got a head on it. Now Hardesty. Stretch her legs here. Indiana Hardesty. And it comes back inside via Paff. Hardesty on the ball again. Tries to shift it wide towards Mara, who's had to look back. Buchan is on it now, and she'll go on a bit of a run. And Buchan for OBA. Still going. Shakes one off. Tries to get the pass away to Jones, but Brown is there to meet it. And now they'll try and go end to end here. Franklin blazes it over. Richards launches long up the middle. It's met by Brown. Paff goes back to Murphy Waters. Paff again now after the ricochet. And then Bobolak. And now Dawson. Mara, but Wallace makes the intervention. Bobolak, have to look back here. She's hemmed in. Brown has to think quickly. Elford. Brown. Dawson. Buchan. Strong on the ball. O'Callaghan. And Costello. Turned over. Franklin for Raiders. Tries to slide it down the line. It's not the worst ball, but Richards read it well. And then rides one challenge, flicked on by Larson. Boblak retaining possession under the threat of Hall, who's been set up now, and Hall has won it back here. Bridie Hall into the area, takes the shot. And it's Harry who deals with it. One's come down from the clouds, Richards. Ricochet favours Richards as well. Still going here, turns inside, had a bit to do. She's really helped to firm up that back four as Piper Richards. There's a bit of work to do here now. Retty is the other pair of fresh legs for OVA. Bubbleack looks inside to Franklin. Turns out towards Dawson. He cuts inside Buchan and now is able to get front foot here. And an important block from Wallace. Fraser helped on its way by Costello. Now if Hall touches this, what's going to be the call? Offside is the call. Generally, you can tell when the assistant changes hands as they run down that sideline. It does still do my OCD in that they have to flag offside with the right hand instead of the left, but that's the way they do it in Europe, and that's the way IFAB says. Anyway, back to more immediate matters. It's still 3-0, has been since the 18th minute. Brown stabs it out wide, but it's turned it over to Buchan, who's got a little bit of work to do. Had a couple converging on her. And OVA put it out of play under pressure. Alfred to Bobolac. Murphy Waters has had to take that extra touch, but manages to retain possession under the threat of Jones. And now there's a bit of work to do here for Hardesty. Had to come to meet it. He's done well to hold it up. This is Paff. Buchan. Bobolac try and have a second go at this. The Raiders. And she turns it over again, and now they try and break quickly, and Hall is in behind, and flag goes up again. That one was a little closer. It's not going to take much. And we're going to get our first change, a double change. We're going to clear the bench at Lake Cathie. So that's the end of the shift for Indiana Hardesty and also Olivia Maris. A change at the front. On go Neve Slack-Smith and Hayley Crowe. Franklin switches it out wide. Back inside for Bobolac. Franklin tried to continue the run, but Wallace made the intervention. Murphy Waters. He's given Harry a little bit to do there. Does it with aplomb. It's a keeper that can use her feet. Bobolac. Still Bobolac. Franklin now. Paff, rather. That's Franklin. And that's Franklin on the ball again. She's got 3 in front of her. Tries to slide it down the line. That's Dawson. Back for Bobolac. They almost got in each other's way. They got out of each other's way. They've turned it over now. They're Buchan. Slack-Smith. So it looks like she's dropped into the right back position. I think they've sent Dawson up. I'll just have to get a read on this in a moment. I think Dawson's been switched to left wing, in fact. So that's going to keep us all on our toes. And it's Hayley Crowe who's leading the line now. So that much makes sense because it was two attacking players that came off. Of course, it is one of the challenges when you have small squads and multiple games in a weekend. You need some versatility. Murphy Waters goes from distance and punched away by Hall. Taya Hall got a solid fist on that. Bobolak. Dawson could have just continued the run. Tries to turn inside. Fraser taken off her by Crowe, but there to meet it is Reddy. Comes down the line and just a heavy touch from Jones, who throws her head back in frustration. So we've gone a quarter of an hour in the second stanza. Richards concedes the corner. So OVA have certainly steadied after that blitzkrieg in the first 20 minutes from the Raiders, but now the ladies in red need to actually find a way back into this game. And Bobolak here again, puts it into the traffic. That's a solid header. It rattles the crossbar. Fraser tries to help it clear, and now we've got a free kick to Oxley, Vale, Attunga. How close was that? It was a firm header. I think it was Franklin. Yeah, it was Franklin who met it well. Just under it slightly too much. This is Franklin now, and that'll be a free kick. Bobolak chips it edge of the area. Haven't cleared their lines yet. Slacksmith got in the way of it. Crowe driving her way into the area and draws a corner. Well, OVA scarcely survived the last corner. They need to survive this one. And it's Franklin on the end of it again, this time trying to hook it back with the boot. And this time Fraser makes an assured clearance. Anywhere will do. Going to be a third change for Lake Cat IFC. It's Michaela Elford who gets an early mark. Or has she? I've not seen anyone go on yet. No, because they've only got two substitutes, that's right. So how is this going to work? They're going to play with 10 for the moment, Lake Cat. So there'll be a little bit of a shuffle. All slid out and nearly pushed it out of her grasp. Hall gets ahead on that. That's Bridie Hall, that is. Tries to send Jones on the way on the turn. Murphy Waters there. Jones trying to get a foot in and does. Fraser shifts it to Larson. It looks like Alfred's getting some treatment on a calf at the moment. Hopefully it's just a cramp. Wouldn't surprise you in this kind of weather. It's quite muggy at Scully Park in Tamworth. Richard gets a toe in. And of course, probably be worse for the next game. Macleay Valley and Tamworth FC playing in the heat of the day. That one kicking off at 12:15. Richards gets a foot in, then beats one and swings it across. Callahan has dropped back into that back four by the look of things. Buchan coming at them now. Looks like they're just mainly leaving Bridie Hall up top and trying to hit like Cathie on the break. This is Buchan. Weight of numbers favours like Cathie, even though they are down a player at the moment. They had the defence back just then. And the throw comes in, doesn't make its way to Hall. Franklin pushes it back out of play. Speaking of what else is coming up, men's fixtures this afternoon on semi-final day in the UNE Regional Super League. Inverell FC versus the Northern Storm. And then Port Saints versus Armidale City Westside. Franklin tries to back heel. Didn't work out for her. Almost spun away from Path. He's got Fraser harassing her. Slack Smith. That's a hyphenated name. It's not a comment on her work rate. Brown brings it out of defence and floats it over the OVA back four. Dawson. Wallace gets in the way of it. Dawson comes up with the second time. Now Paff tries to swing it all the way across. This is Franklin. Almost left it behind. Recovers now Franklin. Back to Murphy Waters from distance again. Palmed over the bar by Taya Hall. Bit of variation here. Emily Franklin will be taking this corner. Bobolak nowhere to be seen. She's back in the centre circle. What can Franklin do? It's not going to work out. Fraser. Hall tries to turn it around the corner. Buchan can't quite run it down. Franklin. Wallace. Just dallied slightly and almost done for it. Franklin now for the Raiders. Brown. Still playing with 10 at the moment, like Cathie. No sign yet that Elford will return. Fraser now. What can she do here? Just had to wait for it. Gets a second chance at this one. And Harry takes all the time she can. 20 minutes and change to go in this one. Macleay Valley versus Tamworth FC coming up next. The other women's semi-final, the UNE Regional Super League. Crowe, still going Crowe, and then just scuffs the shot. Slack-Smith back inside for Bobolak, combining with Franklin. Actually, that might be Slack-Smith. It is. He may have swapped with Dawson at the moment. She's hemmed in here. Concedes the goal kick. Back with Dawson, Crowe rather. Hang on. Sorry, it was Rouge. I'll get there in the end. I shuffled everyone around. And Natasha Rouge will take the shy. That's Slack-Smith. Franklin, who looked to swing one across. Hall got a touch on it, but not enough. Crowe turns it into an open net. And that's a fourth for Lake Cathie. So the substitute gets in on the action now. And that will definitely put it beyond doubt. So Lake Cathie will have a match-up tomorrow afternoon against either Macleay Valley, that'd be something of a derby, I guess, or Tamworth FC in the UNE Regional Super League Women's Final. Elford is back on, so that's a good sign. It's all great news at the moment for Lake Cathie FC. Slack-Smith. Dawson continued the run, Rouge rather continued the run and hit her in the back of the ankle. Wallace. Retty. Murphy Waters wins it back. Throw down the line to Paff. Turns back, Jones wins it. Paff again. Almost had her pocket picked. Bobolak. Back to Brown. And there is Elford. So whatever the issue was, it looks like Michaela Elford has shaken it off, which is a good sign because there'll be another 90 minutes of football coming their way tomorrow. Still another 15 minutes plus stoppages to see out here as well. Harry out to Rouge. Brown. Elford, Bobolak. Elford again, moving more freely now. She's got Murphy Waters out on the left. Tries to go a bit more direct with Dawson. And it's mopped up by Wallace for OVA. Rouge gets it inside. Crowe back to Bobolak. Franklin holds it up well. Paff. Richards out to meet that. Brown for Lake Cathie. Turns out to Elford. Is that Richards? It was Richards. She's everywhere. Harry. Murphy Waters. Dawson. Wallace gets a foot in, ball and all challenge. Murphy Waters tries to switch a play. It was Buchan that got in the way of it. Slack Smith was the intended target, has it now, shifts it to Franklin. Now out to Rouge. Rouge again. Challenges are flying in now. Elford. No great rush, Lake Cathie. This is Brown. It's shifting it one way and the other, waiting for a passing lane to open. Bobolak has found some space, centre of Scully Park. Paff. Still Paff. Out to Slack Smith. Crowe with a bit of work to do here, edge of the area. Fraser gets a touch on it. Falls kindly for Brown, who lashes it. Just the wrong side of the post. Third change coming for OVA. Olivia Brooks-Young waiting at halfway, and it's Lara Jones who she'll replace. Elford. Murphy Waters rolls her marker and then flicks it inside and tries her luck again from distance. Goal kick's been given. You must have had Hall worried because Taylor Hall was reaching for it. I think it just glided away from the target in flight. Murphy Waters to Franklin. Bobolak. Murphy Waters has to hold it up. Alford to Brown. To Harry. Bobolak, Slake Smith, slightly heavy touch. Franklin. It's bit off a bit too much, but it's broken favourably anyway, so it's Rouge that comes up with it. Back to Bobolak. Crowe, Richards. Wallace prods it to Buchan. Tries to swing one across. Elford goes the safe option. Harry to Murphy Waters, who controls it really well. And Paff back to Brown. Murphy Waters picked out Dawson, who wins it back. It's not a way through at the moment for Lake Cathie as they look for a fifth. They'll go over the top now. And Richards might have had it, just a fortunate ricochet for the Raiders. Murphy Waters, Bobolak is hemmed in here. Richards wins it, but gives it to Crowe. Bobolak. Path. Elford goes vertical. Bobolak out to Murphy Waters. Switch to Rouge. Brown via a touch from Bridie Hall. Audible groan there from Bobolak as he got wrong-footed by the spin of the ball there. Dawson Tries to bring it back inside. It ends up with Crowe, but she's been taken away from goal. Franklin, edge of the area, has got a bit to do here. Crowe comes to help now, gets a shot away, but it was going to take something good to beat Taya Hall from that angle. Under some cloud cover again here at Scully Park. Oh, that's not a good sign. Who was that? Bobolak that's been left down, or is it... no, it might be Brown. It's Bobolak that's helping her stretch that out. That means that everyone is going to take advantage of this unplanned break in play to get some water into them. It is a sticky old Saturday in Tamworth. Of course, by now, Macleay Valley Rangers and Tamworth FC will be warming up for the second women's semi-final. Referees told them we're going to go. So that one, Macleay Valley versus Tamworth FC, coming up at 12:15. First men's semi-final later in the afternoons, Inverell versus the Northern Storm. So all four semi-finals today, the two finals tomorrow. And Lake Cathie will be playing in that one at 3 p.m. kickoff tomorrow afternoon for the women. Fraser. Retty knocks it back inside. Bridie Hall. Still Bridie Hall. She's got one out on her left. It's Costello. Hall. She was trying to pick out Brooks Young, but Murphy Waters got there. Clash of bodies there. Franklin makes a good tackle, and now Crowe will try and take them all on. Still Crowe running at the defence, and it was Wallace that got just enough of a touch. And it's a goal kick that ensues. It's Wallace on her opposite number, the two 38s that are out there. Not often you can say that. Franklin. He's wearing 3, but is playing more of a midfield position. Is Emily Franklin. Harry tried to find, well, I thought she was trying to find Emily Franklin, but Dawson was strong. Now it's Murphy Waters. Path. Alford to Bobolak. Murphy Waters shifts it inside. Bobolak had to reach for it. Brown. It's a minute plus stoppage time to go. We'll probably have a minute or two of that. Just the one goal in this second half, but a handful of substitutions and an injury or two. Barkin in some space here. And Barkin, still some work to do. Assured in defence was Franklin, who tracked the run. Not often you see an attacking midfielder having to do that sort of work there. So final embers of this one now. It's gone probably as we would expect. Not sure why we've got the hooter, but we'll wait for the final whistle. We've gone through the regulation 45. And that was Bridie Hall who blazed one. It wasn't too far away. I can say it was this venue. I think we had the Curry Knockout Rugby League last weekend. Must be still programmed in the system somewhere. Elford. Job done for Lake Cathie. So their UNE Regional Super League Finals weekend is off to the start that they wanted. They have booked their place in tomorrow afternoon's final. So final score in the first women's semi-final at Scully Park. Lake Cathie FC 4, Oxley Vale Attunga 0. Second semi coming up, Macleay Valley Rangers versus Tamworth FC. We'll take a break.
Next game to 40 past. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Crow. Oh, God. Crow. Where's that?